I was of him, and I told my friends and everything, and he took that letter and he was very, very proud of it. But I mean, it's not a big deal, but the thing is that that's the another side of him, plus he was very close to our mother.
Was Sam in World War One?
What?
Was Sam in World War One?
No, the only one that was in World War I was our father.
Which was in 91st Division, 322nd Engineers.
Engineer. Yeah,
Also-
I know, yeah.
What were you gonna say, Dad?
Gene kept the letters and stuff like that. He kept that stuff.
Oh yeah, he kept everything.
And he gave, or his son found a letter that our mom wrote to Gene about me being born when she was pregnant, and how Melvie was looking forward to a younger brother or sister.
Yeah, he would keep letters. That's the thing.
We have that letter.
Years,
We have that letter.
years later, he
To
would
our
keep.
mom.
He would keep.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Melvie says that he's looking forward to, and he's been the youngest, and so another one could be the youngest.
How about that? That's pretty neat.
I don't think I've seen that letter.
I think I showed it to you, but we got it in the vault. You have it in the vault.
Oh, that'd be
Thank
nice.
you.
So
Wow.
he was the only one who kept that stuff.
What else do you want?
I'd like to hear about Shirley.
All right.
Let me tell you about a story about Shirley. Let me tell about this.
No, that's fine.
Tina is Shirley's granddaughter. Tina gets into an elevator. An older woman looks at her and is staring at her. And she says, "Are you all right?" And she says, "Oh yes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You just reminded me of an old friend." And she says, "Who is that?" Oh, she said, "You'd never know her. She passed years and years ago." "Well, what was her name?" "Her name was Shirley Laub." She says, "That was my grandmother."
Yeah.
What
Okay.
a touching story. When was that?
That was this is about 15 years ago.
Wow.
That's an astounding story.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I have something I want to tell you about that I was very proud of. I found a letter at Mom and Dad's house after my mother passed away, and maybe my father, from my grandpa, that was sent to our grandfather Eichenbaum about Shirley Eichenbaum, and that she was the top student out of 750 in her senior class.
It's called San Francisco Normal School or something like that.
I don't know, but the other thing is she was at those times. I don't think women went to college very much, or they couldn't afford it. You know, because there was some financial issues in the Eichenbaum family. So, but mother was the private secretary to the president or vice president of Schwabacher Fry, which was the leading stationery company. I don't know if you've heard of it in San Francisco. Oh, I got to tell you a story about Mom and Dad, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, this is one of my favorite stories.
Go.
Okay. Mom and Dad met at a B'nai B'rith picnic in San Francisco. Dad won a box of candy and gave it to this pretty lady that was sitting next to him. And later on, of course, they ended up, dating and got married. But before that, Dad had a business in San Francisco, in Vallejo, and Mom lived in San Francisco. So Dad would try to get Mom to come over and visit him in San Francisco.
In Vallejo.
In Vallejo, I'm sorry. And she would take a ferry over. And they had to be sure that she got at least the last ferry to get back to San Francisco.
They didn't have bridges there.
Yeah, at that time. We're talking 1930. So one day on April 7th of 1930, Dad, who was notoriously late anyway, doing a lot of things like that, and he said, "Uh-oh, we missed it." He said, "Well, that's all right. We're engaged. We're getting married in 2 weeks. It's okay." She says, "Oh, no." So they drove to Reno, Nevada, and got married at a civil ceremony. And then 2 weeks later, on April 18th, they got married in a Jewish ceremony.
Okay, who'd they take to San Francisco? With them for?
To Reno.
To Reno.
I don't know
I
that they
think it
took
was the
anybody. I never heard
Menendez.
about that.
I think they took the Menendez.
Oh, I don't know about that. Oh,
That's what I
Menendez?
heard.
Menendez went with them?
Yeah, I thought it was Menendez.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, but that I thought was so neat. But
Yeah.
and then, all right, you want me to?
Just
Well,
tell me
then there's all of us.
Well, just tell me a bit more about Shirley. You know, what did she do? What were her hobbies? What are her activities?
Mother was, well, besides having 4 children, she was a president of the Sisterhood of the Synagogue in Vallejo. She joined Hadassah, which is a Jewish women's organization that raised funds for Israel. She was a den mother with Arnie, our oldest brother, who was a den chief. She saw to it that I had piano, dancing, elocution lessons, and acting. And I heard one time that somebody said they thought that she would have loved to have been an actress, so she wanted her daughter to be. One of the things, she was just the most wonderful person. She was angelic. She was the most loving, caring, peaceful, peacemaking, wonderful mother to all of us. And well, because I was the only girl with 3 brothers, we were extremely close. Wait, there was something else I wanted to share about Mom. Oh, what this happens to do with the end of her life. The last time, you know, we didn't know, of course. Our mom would be going to the hospital, and all I knew is that they were draining her with fluid, but we didn't know anything about what was wrong with her. She would go in San Francisco periodically, but we never knew it was anything serious. And then the last time I saw Mom, I had been accepted into Brandeis Camp Institute, which was a Jewish leadership camp in 1948, which was the year that Israel became a state. And I saw Mom and I said, Mom, and you could only go to Brandeis Camp Institute not by paying. You had to be sponsored by a Jewish organization. So when you came out, you would help. You would work for the organizations. So I said, Mom, I'm gonna go in an airplane. And this is in 1948 now. This is June of 1948.
C3.
No, I'm talking about 1948.
I'm talking about the airplane.
Oh, well, anyway, my mom said, oh no, don't go in a plane, it's dangerous. Take a train. And that was the last time I saw her. And there's one more thing. Uncle Rudy took Mel in the car later on and told him that our mother had died. And Mel said, I want to go see her. And he said, no. Anyway.
Well, I can tell you 2 things. One is you got me into Brandeis. I went too, and you got me in. That's how I got in. And that was real interesting. The first time I ever saw someone put on tefillin was there.
All right, are we done? We're finished?
Yeah, we can stop here.
Okay. I think that's good. We covered your mom and her generation and your grandparents.